CEPPodcast, episode number 31. Donnie, how's week 2 of being camp director so far?
Can I throw myself off a cliff yet?
You've tried a few times today. Sad, and then we saw a knife, and then you're like, nope, not today. Today's not the day for any of that to be happening.
Yeah, no. This week has been a complete shit show. Last week there were some issues, but this week, today, everything kind of hit. Yesterday and today, it all kind of freaking slammed. We had 4 incident reports to fill out on different campers. Situation happened among some campers yesterday. And then we had another issue with the littlest kids with a punch. So, these kids are getting violent.
I feel like kids have been getting a lot more violent these days, especially like in the school district that we're at. Everyone's just like, it's okay to solve problems with our fists. I'm like, that doesn't do shit anymore.
I didn't just disconnect the couch again.
Honestly, I didn't see anything. No, I don't think the camera saw it either. So you know what? I think you're okay right now.
I may not be okay later with Shannon.
I won't say anything. Oh, we said that out loud now.
Oh, now you're done.
That's fine. We're just not.
And I thought I was going to be in the doghouse like you always think I'm going to be every week.
Well, at that point we just spoon on the couch. It's simple. I'm little spoon, remember?
I'm always the big spoon at the end
I'll
of the
just
day.
watch.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
All right, so let's introduce our guest today. His name is Randy, and he is an admissions specialist at Quiet Zone. So Randy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Fresh off work.
How was work today?
Oh, it was good. It was just pretty busy. A little hot out, humidity. But yeah, it was a day. It's the start of my weekend, so not too bad.
Do you usually work on weekends?
No, never.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
Monday to Friday.
You can barely get up for the Monday through
I
Friday.
can barely make the 5 days.
Make it 6 or 7 is the problem.
Well, I mean, they've been trying to cut it down to 4 days now. They're trying to do 4-day work weeks, like around.
As long as I get paid the same.
Yeah. Oh wait, I do the 4-day work week. That's me right now.
In our 5 days.
Does that mean you guys get to go down to 3 days, or?
I hope not. If I go down to 3 days, I'd be screwed at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
paycheck would be nothing.
So, obviously, we already said this man does admissions. Also, another interesting fact about this man is we may or may not be related.
May or may not.
So, essentially, Randy, listen, we kind of talked a little bit off camera about this, but is there any weird, stories you have doing missions where you look in someone's car and you're like, what the hell happened here last night?
Yeah, there's been a couple times, I go to get into a car, and they're like, I don't know, there was one time specifically, I'll tell you, I went to go get in this car, and there is, clothing, shovels, just bedding, anything you can think of piled in this guy's car, except for his driver's seat. So his passenger seat, all the way up to the ceiling, all the way in the back seat, all the way up to me, all the way up to the ceiling. And personally, I said if I was a cop, he's going to jail. But, he had probably 2,000, 3,000 pounds worth of just junk in his car.
Is the car all rotted out too?
It was kind of a beat down one. I think it was a Jeep Grand Cherokee, which I don't agree with. I don't like them, but but yeah, it was an older one, and yeah, and then I checked behind the seat, and there was a shovel right there, or a rake, a metal one, and I was like, if he gets into an accident, this is going through the seat. The way it was set up, it was just so unsafe. I was like, this is terrible.
Maybe that was the man's plan.
Maybe he's like, I just gotta end this.
It's Final Destination style. Basically,
Yeah.
That's the way that he wants to go.
Yeah, just all that stuff comes to the front, because I've been in a car accident. Everything blows up in the car. Drinks, anything in the back seat, it just blows up. It just goes everywhere.
Yeah, that's a death wish.
Yeah.
I don't want that at all. What was it? With the car I have right now, last year, I failed my admissions test 3 times. It was so annoying.
Yeah,
Each time.
it's really annoying.
Yeah, well the thing is like I had the check engine light on and then I thought it was like you have to go this specific amount of miles. I end up doing the specific amount of miles. They told me I didn't go enough mileage.
Yeah.
So then I go more and then they told me I still didn't go enough. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me at the end of the day?
That's what happens. I tell everyone drive between like 150, 200 miles, but I've had cars that have drove like 2,000, 3,000 miles and they still won't like get ready because you need to have no check engine light. Because if there's a check engine light, you fail automatically. Even if there's no codes and the lights on, I have to fail you, like based on what I see. And then on top of that, if you were to just clear a check engine light, which a lot of people think like, oh, I can just clear it and it'll go right through. No, because now there's the computer that scans everything. It'll scan all like the monitors, which is like your catalytic converter, your evap system, and your computer, your O2 sensors. It'll scan everything. And then after that, it'll make sure they're ready, quote unquote, which means you did like a drive cycle, which is what you kind of have to go through, like do a drive cycle. But they probably didn't tell you to drive enough or something.
Nope,
Yeah.
they did not. I felt so shitty about it. I'm like, I did this much mileage. I was getting frustrated. I remember the third time I was sitting there and I was feeling my heart beat, like raising. I'm like, I swear to fucking God, if I fail this test again, I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's a lot. I feel bad sometimes because some people really do try it. And sometimes I get people that know what they're supposed to do, like especially dealerships. We get some like small time dealerships and they're awful. Like we've told them, because there was one place that came like 18, 20 times in a row with the same car, and it started to seem like, so they'd have a scan tool that was like Bluetooth, so you plug it in and it would go to like their iPad or something or phone, and we figured out that we're pretty sure that when they unplugged it, it would reset the monitors again, and we told them this, but they kept using it, and it got to the point where the owner of the company and my manager 2 separate times told them, if you come back again, even though it's supposed to be like a free test, you are giving me $20 because at the end of the day, you're wasting my time, my tester's time, which is me, and just everyone else's time that's waiting in line to get theirs passed through. Like, because he would come like 2 or 3 times a day over 2 or 3 weeks, and it was like, I'm getting sick of seeing you and this car. It was like an old Buick Century or something. And I was like, I don't want to see this anymore. And so it came to the point where I went to the owner and I was like, kind of like uppity a little, like, this is ridiculous. And he was like, all right, I'll handle it, don't worry. And he went out and told him, like, next time you come, if this doesn't pass, it's going to be $20, like, no matter what, like, every time from now on. Because they've been there, they're a dealership. You scan a car, you see everything if it's ready or not, and if it's not, you don't bring it. Like, yes, if it's your first time, you can bring it, because then you need to get it registered, but that's about it. You can't keep bringing it if it's going to keep failing.
So, you may not ask, but obviously, what is some of the worst dealerships you dealt with the same cars?
Mainly, I'm not going to say specifics, but mainly not like Ford or Chevy or anything like that. It's mainly like the lower dealerships, like private owned. Yeah. So people that buy and sell cars a lot and have like a dealership, but it's not like a Ford or Chevy.
Yeah.
Like, or even, it's not even like Blazius. Blazius is really good. They always kind of give me the cars that are ready to go. And they're always bringing me nice cars too. So.
What is the nicest car you've driven in there? You're like, I want to just take this for a spin, man.
Well, to me, it was a GTR R35. I drove like 3 of those, but the most expensive was probably a Ferrari. It was like $200 and something thousand. Yeah.
Question: When you take those big high-end cars, do you ever get like nervous of something that could happen? You're like, oh my god.
With the Ferrari, I wasn't too scared. I just go really slow on those cars. Like most cars, I'm going really quick, banging them out. Like I'm safe with them, but they're $20,000 cars or less. It's like if something happens, we have insurance for that. But at the end of the day, these cars, I can't afford that. The company can barely afford it, so I go easy. But the scariest one had to have been like the Hellcat, because the guy gave me the red key instead of the regular key. Oh. So it had, I believe, over 700 horsepower, and it was a manual swapped one. And so it's one slip of the clutch pedal, and it's just going to launch forward into a wall. Like, yeah, it's only going to go like that much, but my garage doors it's like I only have that much space on a boat like that on each side. So if I mess up a turn or something, yeah, it was a little scary. Like my clutch foot was like shaking just like this, and I was like, come on, please, just like stop. I was like, I just want to drive this.
All right, how about let's go with the opposite. What's the shittiest car you've had to do an emissions test on?
All right, let me think. There's so many. Every day I think I'm just in the shop like, damn, another shit box.
He does say that when I'm on the phone with him. Because I'm like, oh great, I got another shit box. How nice.
Hopefully it's not my car. That's all I can say.
It's mainly any like, I don't want to say older trucks. So I've had some really nice old trucks, but some of like the bigger vans and stuff that are really old, people that have done work in them their whole lives, like it's not a work van, those are kind of trashy. And then there's certain tests called a TSI, which really sucks. I have to like do the normal emissions test, but I have to put a like exhaust probe into the exhaust, and I have to run it at 2,500 RPMs for a minute straight. And it's very hard, some cars, to keep in that range because it's like 2,500 to 2,750. And you know how a car like goes like that, it has to stay like right in between 200 RPMs. And that's not a lot.
No.
So, yeah, it's pretty annoying. And then if you mess up, you gotta redo the 60 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. And so I get pretty pissed by that sometimes, but... And then, like, every once in a while, there's just some junky cars that are gross or, like, a bad smell. A lot of, like, pee smells in the cars, and I'm like, I don't know, are people just peeing in their cars at this point?
Or they have a pissed off ex or something
Yeah,
like that. They just need to show revenge one way or another.
Listen, I said on our trip to Illinois, Randy, we should have, we should have got adult diapers for you. You went to the bathroom 30 times.
Yeah, I know. It was all the monsters running through me.
Yeah. I think the funniest story about that trip, though, was that first ride up when we gotta sleep in the rest of it. We were exhausted.
Yeah, we were done.
And you want to tell the story? You want us to tell the story?
Yeah, so...
And like, I'm exhausted, he's exhausted. We're at this point, we're at manic. We're like, everything's funny to us.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
we know that feeling.
Just way overtired.
And then, like, I hear moving in the other seat, and I'm laying over like Randy, don't be jacking off in my car. He's like, I'm jacking off right now. I'm like, come all over your interior.
Instead of being like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm doing it right now. I'm just all over this car. Yeah, that was basically it. I was just like, yeah.
It continued for like an hour straight where he just kept making random noises. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, what the... Randy? It's coming out right now. Pull it out.
I'm surprised we didn't get manic when we did our trip from Philly back to Connecticut in the middle of the night. I'm surprised we didn't go manic at all.
We also had Red Bull in us, so that didn't...
And 8 o'clock Red Bull will definitely help out, but...
we had a fun adventure last week. Me and Randy, we went to go see Jurassic World, the new one, a great movie. And I like how me and him both look at each other when we finally see the final dinosaur, and we look at each other like, that thing's fucking creepy.
Yeah, like it was actually scary. Like
scared the crap out of me. I'm like,
yeah,
what the hell?
Something that would be in my nightmares. Like not something I would want to face to face at all.
Nah, definitely.
Oh, and by the way,
I just let it eat me at that point.
And one of my campers, Owen, told me the exact mix of what the dinosaur was. A Spinosaur. There's like 7 different mutations. I'm like, how do you know all this? He's like, yeah, it's this dinosaur, this dinosaur, and this dinosaur. And he is literally, and he's in the older group, so he very much has a mind of an 8-year-old, which I love. It's great. But it's hilarious because he's very like, he knows his facts. It's hilarious.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was just thinking, I saw a video yesterday about Jurassic World, and they were talking about how they were wondering if, remember the original T-Rex from like the first Jurassic World that came out? They were talking about that, and if it was still alive, and it would be like 34 years old, which is like the end of a T-Rex's lifespan apparently. So it's either, the end of the video made no sense. They were like, basically, he's either fossilizing somewhere on an island, or he's roaming somewhere. And I was like, well, you didn't answer the whole point of it, but it was pretty cool to like see like the transitions over the years of like how old it got, and it was in multiple movies. The last time we saw him was in the 2022 Jurassic World, apparently.
Was that Dominion?
Yeah.
Was that 2022?
I need to watch
I
that.
believe
I've heard bad
I
things
don't
about
think
it.
heard
I
it's
I
so
saw it
bad.
again. Yeah.
I've heard so many bad things about it,
Yeah.
and the second wasn't that good either, though. It was Dominion the second one?
Yeah, it was Jurassic World, and then it was.
A second, I think it
Was
was
it something?
three.
Was it something Kingdom or
Oh,
something like
yeah.
that?
Dinosaur Kingdom or something, yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
Jurassic Kingdom. I don't remember.
I don't remember, but in that, I guess trilogy, the Jurassic World trilogy and all that other stuff. Even I heard that Dominion was so bad. I didn't even.
Yeah, I didn't
Wanna
watch
watch
it
it.
either because people said it was bad. I was like, why am I gonna watch something that
Which is
bad?
kind of crazy because you figure it'd be like a desperate or a cry for help for them to bring back the original cast, like
Yeah,
like
right.
Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum came back, Sam Neill, that's his name.
Yeah.
Like
And-
how does that happen?
And I have to say, Rebirth was definitely a rebirth of the
Oh,
series.
yeah,
It was amazing.
I loved it.
I would recommend you go see that. Like, it was such a good movie, so well thought out. Scarlett Johansson was in it. The minute me and him saw Scarlett Johansson, we're like,
I'm
she's
interested.
in the movie, okay.
Well, it's like you're automatically interested because Scarlett Johansson's in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, alright, they got some good, and they had like a couple good people that I've seen in other movies, but like they didn't have anybody that was like A-list. You know what I mean? Like maybe they are in Hollywood, but they're nothing that you're seeing in every movie. They didn't have no like Brad Pitt or
F1 did.
yeah.
Brad Pitt was in
He was
F1.
in F1.
And
See,
he
that's
was-
why Jurassic World didn't have.
And he was very good in F1. I will say
Yeah, I
that.
didn't see that one.
Yeah, that was our 4D movie that we
Yeah.
saw.
I
I saw
10:55.
back-to-back 40 movies. Great idea, very expensive.
Yeah, and then me and him went and saw 28 Years Later the next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That was awesome.
it was good. I feel like... Did you feel like the story was rushed?
Yeah, I feel like instead of, I don't want to put too many spoilers out there, but basically, you know, when like it went from him and the dad out there to everything kind of skipped to the dad was stuck on the island. I feel like they should have done something more with the dad instead of just kind of pushing him away and leaving it to the kid and mom. You know what I mean? Because like he was there all the beginning, and then it kind of just stopped talking about him and just was the mom and the kid.
The kid who played
Did great.
Alfie Williams did really good.
Yeah, he was amazing.
I was impressed. He was actually he's definitely a future of Hollywood
Oh,
if
yeah.
he keeps
He's
going.
gonna be like a Tom Holland or like
Yeah.
a Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
Which I love Chalamet.
he's great.
Yeah.
That's how my mind goes with it. Is I feel like the best actor in it was the guy who played Alfie. He was the guy who played the kid. He was the best.
I don't know. I think the mom
The mom was amazing.
killed it.
Yeah.
Like for an actress I know in other movies that plays just complete normal person.
Yeah.
She was like convincing, like scary almost of how
Yeah.
bad she was. So
I think one of the coolest scenes is when she saved Alfie. And I was like, what the hell?
yeah, that was wild.
Me, like we can spoil that part, but it's not even that. Like at one point when they're traveling, it literally they stop at a place and they stay the night. They sleep, and Alfie falls asleep. I forgot the kid's name actually. But I just used the actor's name. Alfie Williams falls asleep.
Yeah.
And during watch, and then a zombie, some huge zombie just crawls.
It's like a bloater zombie that just crawls kind of.
Yeah, and like you wake up the next day and you're just like, you see it, they say, oh, it was just a nightmare. And you see the zombie's dead corpse on the side, and then it flashes back to the night where the mother literally wrapped its head in a bag, started slamming it against the stone. It was sick.
Oh, really? I feel like this month, like July, it's mostly movies that are just like either getting rebirth or sequels. I just realized, not to change the subject for a second, but you were talking about 28 Years Later. It's a sequel. Jurassic World Rebirth, kind of like a sequel or like a rebirth,
reboot.
a reboot of a
Yeah,
franchise.
Something like that.
Superman just came out today.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four is coming out in a couple of weeks. Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out on Netflix in a couple of weeks. It's basically just rebooting everything this month.
I'm excited to see what Happy Gilmore 2 has in store though.
Oh man, that's gonna be #1 for like
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
like 10 weeks in a row on Netflix.
Yeah, it's great.
It's probably the most anticipated movie coming out all year.
Over the last, let's say 10, 15 years, that's definitely the most anticipated.
Yeah, it's just like it's been one of the biggest comedies since it came out. Basically, like it was smash hit at box office, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, box
and,
office hit.
Like, in most of the comedies, as you probably both know, don't really blow up in the box office. Like, like especially all the cult classics, like Fred
Tommy
Got
Boy.
Fingered.
Fred got fingered.
Yeah.
Everyone hated that movie, hated it, and now everyone's like, oh, that's one of the funniest movies ever.
Tommy Boy and Black Sheep were the same thing. They
Yeah.
got ripped apart
Yep.
when they came out, and now they're known as some of the best family movies ever.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. Like when people go to the movies, people don't really want to go to a comedy movie theaters. They want to go to like the blockbuster, the action flicks,
Like
the
the
superhero
superhero
movies.
stuff, yeah.
Those are the movies you want to go see in theaters. No offense, I love Tommy Boy, but that would not be a movie I would want to see in theaters.
Yeah, because you could sit down on your couch and watch that and be way more comfortable. And I was talking to him about it when we left the 40X movie. I was like, honestly, this is the way theaters are going to have to stay alive. Because as we all know, theaters are dying, like little by little every year. They get worse and worse because people would rather sit at their home on their TV, drink what they want, eat what they want, be comfortable in their own living
They don't
area.
want to spend $25
Exactly.
a ticket.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, there's nothing at a movies except for the big screen that you can't have at home. You can have a more comfortable seat at home. And so it's like I was saying, you need that action, like the seats moving, the water, the mist, everything, so you can bring something that they can't have at their own house.
Yeah.
You know?
And I just think it's unfortunate the 40X movies are only in, like, there's like 4 around the area.
Yeah.
And me and him originally were going to the 8 o'clock showing of Jurassic. And literally, I was going to order tickets. I didn't. I was like, oh, we'll be fine. We literally looked 10 minutes later after I picked them up, all sold out.
Ooh.
We were,
Ten-
we were talking about it that day, like 2 hours before, and it was just sold out within those 2 hours, and we were like, wow.
What time did you end up seeing the movie, Ben?
11:30.
Yeah.
What time did you get home, Ben?
Like 3:30 for me, like 4 for him in
Yeah.
the morning.
Oh my
Because it
god.
was like a 2.5 hour movie. Yeah.
What's with the 2.5-hour movies, late night movies at 4D theaters?
Oh, I just wait though, because Odyssey's coming out.
Oh, I can't wait to
I want
that.
to see it
That's next year though, right?
next
Yeah,
year.
next year.
But they released the runtime for the movie.
How long?
5 hours.
So they're gonna either cut it down to
Oh
around
my
3, or it's gonna. They might just pull. Remember, Lord of the Rings was like 4 or 5 hours when it came out.
Unless you do part 1 and part 2.
No, it's a full
A full 5 hours.
4 or 5 hour movie. Yeah.
I would not go to a movie
They
theater.
might have to break it up. I might even at that. If it
That's
stays
too
that
long.
time, I'm gonna have to wait till it gets at. my
That's
house.
too long. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to stay that long.
Because then you can watch like an hour, 2 hours, do what you want, go to the bathroom, get a drink, and not have to miss any time. Because that's a movie that you're gonna have to watch.
Or at least
like,
put an
every
intermission.
second of it.
Or at least put an intermission
Yeah,
in
be
the middle
like
of
at
it.
2.5 hours, put an intermission, be like, we got like a 15, 20-minute intermission, maybe even 30. Go get some snacks, go to the bathroom, get your drinks refilled, come back. So you don't miss anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you said, Odyssey is such an intricate book too. The Iliad and Odyssey. It's based off the book,
Mm-hmm.
and it's such an intricate book. I'm really, and he's used the guy who's making it. I forgot his name. Very very famous. He's using a whole new camera that has not been released yet.
Are you talking about the director of the album?
Yeah, the director.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan is
Oh, wow.
using a camera that has never been seen in movies before.
Oh, jeez.
So it's probably going to be one of the most realistic things
Yeah.
I've ever seen yet. Oh, speaking of cameras being used, the Jurassic World film we just saw, actually, they used the original camera from the original film Jurassic Park because the director wanted it to look more original. And like,
I love that.
yeah, and
That's
it doesn't
awesome.
look nearly as old because the graphics are better, but it was the same bit, I guess. I'm not big into cameras, but that's what I was saying. I forgot exactly how much. It was like 40-something bit, or yeah, but it
Yeah.
looks beautiful. Me and him were even saying like everything looks so amazing in it.
And the Dolby, like we talk about this all the time, because all TVs that have Dolby Vision now, which is what movie theaters use. Dolby Atmos with my sound bar I have. You have surround sound movie theaters, and I never really noticed until I watched a movie that supposedly had Dolby Atmos, and I didn't have like a Dolby Atmos soundbar with and that's what all the theaters are on, a Dolby Atmos, most of them. And you can hear the rustling of the leaves. You can hear every detail of it, and it's so cool.
Look how far we've come with movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4D, 4K, 8K. It's crazy.
Yeah. Except 8K TVs are still like 10 grand.
Oh, we can't drop 10 grand on the TV?
Oh, hell no.
You
I
definitely
would go bankrupt if I had to do that.
you definitely know when you're starting to get old. Like I'm allowed to be 24, so I'm definitely younger than you guys. But it's getting to the point now where I'm just like starting to look back and be like when I was a kid, and it's just like
When I was a young
when you
man.
start saying that word, you know you're getting old.
Oh, I say that a
He's
lot.
he's gonna be 30 in a week.
Okay.
Yeah, on the 22nd.
He's gonna be 30. I'm gonna be 28 in February. Like, and you are now getting to that point where you're just like, holy shit. Especially since we play video games a lot.
Yeah.
We see growing up, me and him play video games all the time. Now we see the new stuff, and we're just like, when we were younger, you couldn't have a level this big.
Yeah.
When we were younger, we had to have a memory card. If you didn't have your
Yeah.
memory card, you were fucked.
Yeah. If your memory card broke, you lost everything.
when you had to put the disc in your system and it's all scratched up, and then you had to like wipe it down with your shirt.
Or the toothpaste trick or
Yeah.
whatever. Yep, we've done that a million times.
And now they have like resurfacers now. They didn't have that while us growing
Yeah,
up.
we did it.
Like you scratched a disc, you were fucked. Now they have the resurfacer where you can take a completely destroyed disc, put it in a resurfacer, and it comes out completely clean almost.
Well, the art of the disc is also dying. Everything's going to be digitalized, especially with video game consoles now.
Yeah, like no one really buys like hard copies of games anymore unless you want the copy of the game. Like, because either way, you're gonna have to download it on your system.
See, that's the thing that a lot of the young kids don't understand. They don't understand that they had to go to the GameStop at midnight and get like Grand Theft Auto 5.
And
It
you
came
had
out
to
in
bring your
2013.
parent with
And you had to bring a parent with you, and you had to park like outside of the place, like you had to have chairs. If people like fell asleep in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and like also when you go up, if you pull it off, convince your parent and everything, then the GameStop person is gonna try and convince your parent not to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to me a couple times, and I was like, no, just get it. I was like, Donald has it.
My favorite story was Eddie. When we were Eddie, I have a story about that. He tried to convince his parents to get GTA 5. He actually got it, but he talked how he told his parent it was a racing game.
I mean,
Barb's amazing, but it was just
I
hilarious.
guess you could kind of get away with that, honestly, if they don't know.
And
what
then
the
she
ball is.
walked in one day, and he's like killing me. She's like, I thought this was a racing game. He's like, it technically is a racing game. You can do street racing.
You could do street racing in there.
And my favorite experience was it was the first time we ever played GTA. Never played GTA before. It was like I stayed over his house the second day he had it, and I said, you know, he spent 5 hours trying to get into military base, and then he got the plane. And I said, you know what makes this, the thing more fun? Just press Y. And he jumped out of the plane. He's like, you fucking asshole! I'm like,
I love that.
and they spent
that's
another 3 hours trying to get to the military base.
Yeah, I didn't play my first Grand Theft Auto game until like I was like in elementary school. I remember I went to a friend's house and he had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I'm like, what is this game? And I was like having a blast with it. But my parents didn't let me play Grand Theft Auto in my house until I was like maybe 16 years old with Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah. I unfortunately had a similar thing, but at age, I worked at a farm at age 11, 12, getting paid under the table. I just did like, you want a bushel or just selling apples after apple picking. And I literally, talked to my parents, said, can I get GTA 5? She's like, I don't want you to have it. I'm like, but I want it, and I have the money. She's like, if you can pay for it, you can get it. She came in, we got it, and I've been playing GTA since I was 12, and now that I'm older, I look back, and I'm like, GTA kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, the fifth one, compared to, because my favorite Grand Theft Auto was 4. I think it had the best story, the best physics, the setting was awesome. Maybe that's just me being, because I'm a former New Yorker bias, but GTA 5 kind of sucks. I agree. The story is just not the same.
I liked it when it first came out.
Oh, I loved
the
it.
story, but that's because I beaten the story on that game like 6 times because I kept getting new accounts and I'd get the game again and then I'd be like, let me just play
And
the
then
story.
then
I
we
like driving around, just free driving and.
Oh yeah.
then
it
we
was
shared an
super fun.
account at one point. He was using mine, and then he got my friends to get him cards, and I had to pay them back for that. I'm still mad about you for that.
That's fine.
First of all, you worked at a farm.
Yep.
I legit did not know that until now. What
I think that's my best friend. He didn't know it. You
I
probably
did
didn't
not
know
know.
it.
I literally did not know that. How long did you work on this farm for?
I worked on it for 2 years.
And how much did you get paid well?
Oh, I was pulling in I worked 2 days, and I pulled in about $300 at age 12, 13. And then I worked 1 week where I worked 4 days in a row, 5 days in a row, and I pulled in like $700-800 for them. They were great.
No wonder why cowboy boots work for you so well.
Oh yes, I'm a cowboy now.
Yeah.
We need to get this boy. He actually
I have.
he has nice cowboy boots. They're literally the same ones mine, but he has the what's the toe
The pointed.
the pointed toe.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Instead of like the squared, it's more just like a pointed.
It's literally the same shoe as mine. Literally, it's more expensive actually with the pointed toe. So he has nicer boots than me. Fuck you.
Well,
Your boots are still nice though.
He has to actually restore his.
yeah, mine I have the stuff to like fix them. I just haven't looked up a YouTube video to do it yet or found the time. I haven't worn them yet. Like one day if I'm like I'm gonna go cowboy dancing or something.
Line dancing?
Yeah, line dancing.
Or go to the Stampede that happens once a year in Goshen.
That was so fun going to that Goshen.
I had a
I
great
almost
time.
went.
I know. I tried to talk. He was good. Him and Kyler were game, and then he calls me like while we're there, he's like, "Yo, like, where you at?" And I'm like, "I'm at the Stampede." He's like, "Oh, we may be there at like 8, 9 o'clock tonight." I said, "I'm not saying till 8, 9
Yeah, and I
o'clock."
was like, it's not worth it because we looked up how much it was to get in. Plus, we're gonna want food when we get in at least.
Oh,
Maybe
that was
even buy
expensive.
something. And
Yeah.
so it was like, because I think they were charging like what $30-$40 to get in.
It was
year?
it was like
It was
30.
something
It was like
crazy.
it was like $32 I think.
Yeah,
Because I had to buy his ticket and mine.
And that was fun. But after the truck pulls were like getting towards the end, I just went up to the barn and kept getting alcohol. That was basically it. And then
How many chairs did you steal?
None that time. But yeah,
You've stolen some chairs.
probably.
Is that like a thing of yours?
It's not like
you just
steal, but like borrow.
borrow it, but then just forget to bring it
Yeah,
back.
then like I was there with a group of my friends, and then while I'm up getting drinks, I saw one of my coworkers that just got fired from the job, and so like I was like talking to him, and so I went down and hung out with him, his girlfriend, and his family for a few. Me and him just went to the corner and we're hanging out, and then my friends are like texting me, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in the corner. I'm just drinking over here." And they're like, because there was a concert that night. It was like a medium level country star, so like he was kind of famous, but nothing that I really knew.
Did you? Speaking of music, if you were, sorry, I cut you off before you finish your
Very
thought.
good.
That's what he says now. He'll just yell at me later when we're at World of Beer. He's like, "Do you remember the time you cut me off, you asshole?"
Get belligerent.
Yeah.
You fuck.
So speaking of music, did you see Ozzy Osbourne's last song he ever performed?
No, what was it?
"Mama, I'm Coming Home."
Ooh.
That's
First of all,
weird.
great song.
Yeah.
That's gonna
And
be-
I have a video, and I'll show you guys. It was his very last song he performed, and it was and like the fans were like crying. This was him like saying like, "Mama, I'm coming home." Like this, he's gonna die soon. He's like, it was so powerful. It's like he's like, times have changed, and and obviously goes through the whole song, and like there's like people like fans like.
Yeah.
And that's like, and they said that was something he really wanted to do. He wanted to sing that song as kind of a goodbye to the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Like his mother's obviously gone by this point, and that's why he's saying, "Mama, I'm coming home."
Yeah. Well, I think he has Parkinson's, and he's had it for like the last couple of years. I'm surprised he even was still performing.
I'm surprised he's still alive. He's went through so much.
He ate a bat on stage, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude, Ozzy is a great legend. It's
he's
gonna
a
be
legend.
unfortunate when he finally goes.
Yeah, but
I'll be playing-
he'll live forever technically.
Yeah.
Like it don't even
It's like Frank Sinatra. His music, he's gone, long since gone, but his music lives on forever.
Yeah.
Hank Williams Senior,
Johnny
me and
Cash.
his, like Johnny.
All of it.
They will live forever just based on their music.
yeah.
And that is the legacy these guys left behind. Ozzy Osbourne left this huge legacy. And honestly, I would say he's probably one of the best rock and roll performers of all time.
I agree. I would definitely agree with that.
Definitely up
entertaining,
there, top five at least.
Yeah.
Love Black Sabbath too. They're a great band.
Yeah. But just music in general, like it's such a powerful thing.
Yeah.
And me and him are very big into music. I introduced him some of the stuff we listen to, and he's like, "This is good."
It is good. Just some of the things were depressing.
That's the
Exactly.
main point.
That's the main
But
point.
I'm not depressed though. Sometimes, especially when we were driving down to Philly, like, listen, I enjoyed listening to your music, but it got to the point where I'm just like, this is too much money.
I'm about to just.
Well, also, I'm like, I didn't want to listen to it at 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of.
Oh,
Well,
we listened to rock on the way back, dude. It was great.
I think I requested that too because I'm like, I need something to keep me up.
And I said the same thing. Yeah, I agree. So like we listened to rock on the way back, and like there were so many good songs in there. We listened to Black Parade first because it's just I love that song, and then it turned into like Metallica, like all these heavy metal. Like this is so great.
Nah, classic rock is my kind of music. I will probably be listening to that to the day I die. Even though that people get sick of it, they call me old because I like that kind
My
of music.
girlfriend calls me an old man because I don't like to go out all the time.
Or just not water.
That's kind of funny. Like in my early 20s, I liked going out on weekends. Ever since I turned like 25, 26, I'm like, I just want to stay home and watch TV and go to bed. At a
So
decent
Randy,
hour.
I have
I'm just hitting that.
yeah, like he just
That's perfect.
Literally, it's hilarious because he's like, I don't know if I'll, like last year he's like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to. And this year he comes to, he tells me he's like, dude, he's like, what time you going out? I'm like 8. Sometimes he'll call me late, but like sometimes he'll be like, let's go out at like 6:30 to Toast. And by 8 o'clock, me and him are both like,
Time to get home.
time to go home. And then sometimes he tries to convince me to stay later, but I am very strong-willed.
Yeah,
I've
when we
also
first started going out, I was like, stay out, and now it's to the point where I'm like, you going home, I'm going home. Because when I stay out, that's when I get in trouble.
No, I've been more introverted basically within the last maybe 3 years, I want to say.
I think the coolest thing me and him did recently, besides when it was definitely that biker thing we went to. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of
That
fun.
was awesome.
What'd you do?
Went to like a biker bar.
It was,
With our friends.
it was a, you know, American Legion?
Yeah.
They do like a bike thing every Thursday over in, I believe, Thomaston or Terryville. And we went there with 2 of my coworkers and they rode their bikes. So he met us at my coworker's house and we like followed them down to the place and we just hung out, had a couple drinks, and then we ended up going to a brewery after and like it was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a good night. Saw a bunch of nice bikes, nice people,
At biker bar, I would hope so.
Yeah, surprisingly they're really nice people. Just
Don't get on their bad side.
Exactly. Let's just respect them, they'll respect you. It's the main thing.
Yeah. Like, obviously I think we're getting towards that back end of the pod, So, just, what... So, obviously, you're currently in missions.
Yeah.
Do you... Obviously, we've talked about this in depth. What is your ultimate plan when it comes to doing the missions? Like, what's your kind of, like, dude... What's your ultimate plan?
Well, basically, definitely don't want to do a missions forever. Been there already longer than I want to be, but stable job. It'll always be there. I'll always make money off it, so that's good. I want to learn a lot more in the actual mechanic field. Like I've learned a lot in 2.5 years, but there's more to learn always. And so I want to learn that, but that's not what I want to do with the rest of my life. Kind of want to start like my own business of some sort. Not sure if I want to buy and resell cars, fix them, or if I want to do like something with shoes or clothes, or I'm not sure yet, but I want some sort of business. I want to be my own boss. I don't really want to, be under somebody.
Take the piss?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people want to do that nowadays.
Ah!
No! Wow, look at
My coworker.
that!
I'll call him back in a minute.
But yeah, no. What do you think of the new phone, Randy? You love it?
Yeah.
Why, were you always a Samsung person?
Nope.
I was an iPhone my whole life.
Oh, you had to move him to
Yeah, he convinced me.
Actually, it wasn't very hard.
No.
He likes to watch like fights and stuff, and unfortunately, sometimes when he doesn't go with his friends, unfortunately they don't really have the money to. We don't really have the money to buy them all the time.
Yeah, they're like
And-
$80 a pay-per-view. That's a little crazy.
Yeah, that
And
is
there's like
insane.
one every week.
Yeah.
And on his iPhone, he couldn't do what he usually does on it.
Yeah, you can like go to certain websites and like everyone knows about it. It's like illegally streaming, but
Oh.
on iPhone they put a new update out that blocks certain sites from that. and so it wasn't letting me like go and see it anymore. So I was like, so I looked it up one day before we got the new phone, and it said iPhone doesn't allow it, Samsung's better. Like basically like a Reddit thing saying Samsung's better, iPhone doesn't allow it. And I was like, wow, so that's the end of me trying to look it up. And so then when I got a chance getting a new phone, I was like, might as well, you know, upgrade.
That's all it took.
Yeah,
Basically,
lost
it was
a
that.
couple accounts and stuff, but nothing big. I got my Snapchat. I had to like call like CT savings and like stuff like that in my bank and change all my numbers and emails over. And yeah, it was kind of a pain for like a month or two, but after that, everything's kind of back on track.
Yeah, we've the phones are great. I'm just happy, and our other brother has a Samsung too. Haha! I've added 3 people to Samsung family, James.
I'm sorry. I don't think you're gonna try to convince me at all.
Faster
Even
processor.
though I've had my phone for 4 years now.
Faster processor, better camera.
The camera is great, and the editing options on the camera is insane.
Isn't that like you have the opportunity to like get rid of like a background image or like that
Yeah,
kind of
like
crazy shit?
so I showed just my other coworker that we had a kind of a similar debate the other day, yesterday actually, and he was showing me like his iPhone, and my boss was backing me up, and he was like show him what you can do with editing. So like I pulled up a picture of me holding like a can of beer like this, and under it was like a deck, and so I just went to the AI, circled it, deleted it, and it said analyzing photo for like 2-3 seconds, filling in the background, and then it just deleted the can, kept my hand, my finger there, and the background like under where the can was just how it should be, just a deck.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's just like saw right through it basically.
Yeah. These are more powerful phones than the iPhone.
Oh, I bet.
I
I still get comments on how tiny my phone is, by the way, and I'm like, it fits in my pocket properly.
Yeah.
That's why. Oh yeah, let's do
Let's
this.
do a comparison real quick.
Oh my god.
with my
look at this.
case too.
Yeah, his case makes his a little bit larger.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to see if I can aim this at the camera over there to see the size difference. I don't think it's gonna do any justice, but look at this. Look at this.
He has the.
This is you.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah, he has the what's it? He has the bat phone.
The Batmobile?
No, the bat phone.
The Bat phone
From the old '60s Batman shows. It was literally this bright purple phone, right? And it was so tiny. Batman would Batman, and they go to their area.
You ever seen like the movies in like the 80s and 90s and how large people's like phones were, like the cell phones and all that other stuff? Like literally right, like it looked like a military,
and everything.
like a military phone almost, like right up next to your head.
They still have those too.
They probably still.
They're called satellite phones now, though.
Oh, is that what it's called?
It just connects to satellite if you have no service.
What was it? A couple of months ago, I was in Shannon's grandmother's house, and she still had the rotary phone, and it still worked. It was like the weirdest thing.
Could have called me on it. It'd been funny.
Honestly, yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, Donnie, I'm calling you on the rotary phone," but you probably would have recognized the 401 area code that was Rhode Island.
Yeah, you would have probably answered it.
Oh yeah.
I stopped. I used to answer like every phone call I'd get, unless it was like some crazy out of state number. But since I got this, it was connected to someone else who had a bunch of like spam calls to their phone number because I had a new number too. And so like I've been getting crazy phone calls. They're like 959-860-203,
Yeah.
and every time I answer them, it like either they don't answer, and it just hangs up, or they wait like 5-10 seconds, and then it's some like automated girl like trying to ask me about banking, and I'm just like, oh my god. So now I just don't answer them.
I have a question for you. When you first got the phone, what you told me about some of the texts you were getting?
Oh no.
Which one are you talking about? Because, yeah, there was this lady that had it, and she was just connected to a bunch of different stuff. So it was like some of the messages wouldn't say her name. It would just be like, oh, you owe this, or like, you know, something like about court, or something about a payment owed. And I'm just like, I haven't bought anything.
Really, not a spam text saying like, "Hey, if you want to see a picture of my tits,
What was
pay
your-
$5 kind of
Yeah, I
thing."
know.
What was? He probably paid $5. That's calling out like that. But no. But yeah, no. What was the thing she was interested in that One of the ones you said she was interested in, like, guns and something else.
Oh yeah, it was like I got one that it was like a tactical arms message. So I was like, oh, this lady must have been into guns. And then the next one was like, it was like bedding or like teddy bears or something like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, so she's into guns and teddy bears. That's scary.
What about guns with teddy bears with guns? That's probably
Yeah.
gonna be the new
Exactly.
Build-A-Bear workshop idea. So-
They have a game actually about a teddy bear that
Oh,
shoots things.
Yeah, that's an old game.
Yeah, I think it was on N64, Nintendo.
No, it was originally on the iPhone 1.
Oh, okay.
Teddies with guns, I think it was weird. I didn't know the
Yeah.
exact name.
Teddy guns, maybe?
Yeah,
Something stupid
something.
like that.
They've had so many games over the years on like the PC that I used to play that like one day I just couldn't find ever again. There was one where there was like a bunch of stick guys that would like walk up to your castle and you had to defend against them. And then one day I just couldn't find the game. Like I didn't know what it was called or nothing. I just couldn't find it. It was gone forever.
You can actually look it up on AI now and do
Yeah.
it. And I found out a cool feature that I don't know if I told you about, where like if you're like have something, like if you hold this, you can share your live screen with it, with like, and the Gemini, you can ask questions and Gemini will tell you what it is.
Okay.
Like with that Hank Williams book I'm reading, that he's supposed to be reading, you fucking dick. This is the normal rate with me and James. Are you wondering how we're best friends at this point?
It's okay. Earlier today was, I think, Shannon wanted to put a clip on my hair. It's like, yeah, because you're a little bitch. I pretty much just said fuck you to him right after that.
That's the Donnie wit. We all have it.
Yeah.
He's been very good today. He's left his wit at the door.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
What makes it interesting, though, in a way? So.
I don't know. It's just interesting. It's just how our family is, I guess. But I'm gonna be honest at this point. I wasn't at the shop that late. Sorry for being late.
You're not late. You're fine.
I went to Doe's with my coworker and my new coworker, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had 3 Patron shots and 2 Michelob Ultras, and then that dude break checked me. I was in a great mood till that happened. And then
Are you in a better mood now that
Oh,
you're
I'm
doing
in a
this?
great mood now. I'm smiling, happy.
Dumb conversations, dumb and fun
It's
conversations.
fun. Yeah.
Someone was very hesitant to come on here, and now it seems like you're enjoying it.
Yeah. I like it. I've always thought of like podcasting or doing something like that, but I just, never had like the people to do it or anything. I always thought if I go do a podcast, I'm going to get canceled really quick if I blow up.
Well,
You know.
well, it's like what I tell people, like, I'm like, do you guys want to come on and all that other stuff? And there are a lot of people that are hesitant in doing it. I'm like, listen, don't look at the microphones, don't look at the camera, don't look at that, just pretend that we're just having a conversation.
That's
I'm
all
like,
it is, yeah. And that's the best podcast, honestly. Like, that's what I watch all day at work. Is like I used to watch a lot more like Shane Gillis and like Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, and now I watch more like Bad Friends or Andrew Santino's podcast or stuff like that. And it's just like I like when he's just talking to people,
Oh, yeah.
like or just learning something or funny facts or just general chatter,
Yeah.
like what we've been doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I actually I watch the 6 Feet Under, which is the Undertaker podcast owned by WWE now. Bad choice for Mark Calloway. Now Michelle McCool, his wife, is doing it with him. It doesn't. When Matt was doing it with him, when it wasn't hooked to WWE, it was great. Now that it's hooked to WWE, they have limitations of what they can say.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. I'm like, I watched one with Charlotte Flair, and I'm like, Matt would have made such a better host. The minute WWE acquired it, they fired Matt.
Probably because he was like too open about like behind the scenes stuff, maybe.
No, Undertaker was very open about behind the scenes stuff all the freaking time. And then all those old podcasts he had, he delisted.
It could have been that Undertaker agreed to the stipulations and Matt didn't, basically, and was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be quiet because you pay us money." And Undertaker was like, "I will because you're paying me money."
Yeah.
Maybe that was the whole thing, and so they were like, "Then you gotta go because he's here." And he's
They're still
considered
friends, so I don't think there's any real major falling
I don't
out
think
from
it would have been between him and Undertaker. I think they would have agreed. Undertaker might have needed money, and the other guy might not have needed
Undertaker
money.
does not need money.
You never know.
Man has a Legends contract. Dude has 15, 16 years with WWE with a Legends contract,
Yeah, that's true.
making $30 million.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
crazy. But what is his expenses too?
No, not much. WWE pays for everything. They pay for all like his dead man one night dead man shows,
Okay.
and like so he's making about 30-40 million a year from
Crazy.
WWE.
Dude,
with that.
that's
If
insane.
I could just make $1 million, I'd be all right.
Time to get you back into the basketball court. Time to fix those
I know, right?
those wrists and legs.
I know, right? I've been thinking about getting back into sports lately, but basketball you get hurt so much in, especially as you get older. Such an
Example
injury-prone
one.
sport. Yeah, like it's crazy because it's just all basketball is. It's just swift movements with knees, ankles, arms, body. Like I've thrown my back out going for a layup before because you try not to have anyone touch the ball, so you're basically contorting your body all these ways.
And that's when you know you're getting older. When
Yeah,
things
it's like when
that
it starts hurting. Yeah, I used to play basketball every day almost, and one time I broke a toe at a campsite and just went to the court and started playing basketball on it. And now I fall and hurt myself. I'm like, I'm out for the day. I'm done. Just I fell. I'm good.
But yeah, no, he finally beat me in basketball after so many years. So that's an achievement for him.
I've beaten all the brothers at this point.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
Yeah, so I was also injured reading, but I still think even if I wasn't injured, he could have kicked my butt. There was no way he couldn't have. I'm not as athletic as I once was, as you can see. If this was 2-3 years ago, and me and you were facing off, and you even at your skill level now, I probably could have still beaten you.
Yeah, it would have been a lot closer.
There's no, and Randy even said, you've lost some athleticism. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm old. And then today at camp, so we did World Cup Day, just to go back to, we did World Cup Day where we put the youngest kids, K through first, and World Cup teams for the week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we did that, and then I don't know who won. The younger kids won because it really wasn't well. It was more of Blues doing it, and red and yellow are just. So green and blue France ended up winning, but it was so funny. It was all the kids like, this is the best event we've ever done. I was like, but no, and then at the end, the winners of the championships, we unfortunately this year we have nothing to give them. Next year we will. Yeah. If I have my way, we'll have something to give them. The winners.
Yeah.
They got to face the counselors.
Okay.
And I ran up and down that field. Boy, we won. But I was just I was dead. And it was the kids were like, Donnie, what? Why are you so fast? I'm like, oh God. And even the older kids you're faster than all of us. What the heck?
It's moving.
And Charlie, when I played basketball against him at Camp Jewel during one of our trips too, same thing. He's like, you're so big. How are you so fast? Because I was I think I broke his ankles at one point, and I'm like, how? And I made a fadeaway 3 on him, and I'm like, he's like, I'm like, that's never gonna happen again. I'm just gonna lay it out there to you. I told him.
Yeah. You guys should have you done home run derbies there yet with the tennis balls and everything?
I'm thinking of doing it with Blue
It's so
next
much
week.
fun. When I used to do that in baseball, because they would do it end of practice usually, it was one of the most fun things ever, and I feel like the kids would love that. Especially the older kids,
Yeah.
maybe the younger, not really.
Nah,
But
younger kids. It was funny.
use a tennis ball and a normal bat.
All these kids played soccer to 130, 140, right, all day.
Jeez.
And literally, red and yellow I sent to field 1. And then all the kids were like, can we play more soccer? And all the counselors are just like, we just played a whole day of soccer. And?
Yeah, it's just we had fun.
So, I did ask, the calls I had to make, I did ask the parents what they thought of World Cup, just because I want their opinions on it.
Yeah.
And the kids all loved it. So, and so it was nice.
Yeah,
To hear that this is the first time we've done it, and consensus is that all of them loved it.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be a permanent activity.
It's going to be a permanent staple for next year.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then I think next year I'm going to introduce Baseball Day, which we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Flag football would be fun too.
Ooh.
We are. I am playing an NFL day.
Yeah.
I am planning one for this year.
What's that? What's the game where it's like
Not pickleball.
No, it's like safety or something. Where there's like a jail. There's like a half.
Jailbreak.
Yeah. You guys should do that too.
Or like a capture the flag.
Yeah, it's like
So-
it's like a capture the flag mixed with jailbreak,
Yeah.
kinda. That's what it is.
Actually,
basically.
if you write something out for me, I'll put that in one of the plans for
Yeah,
me.
because I remember I played that when I was going to school, and that was a lot of fun. 'Cause,
Oh.
like you'd have like a flag, and you'd have to basically like it was team versus team, and it was half and half, and you'd have to like get around to the. You could either go in and free your people in jail, and they could like link arms to make the jail longer, and you could tag them, and you can
That's
get them
awesome.
all out. But if they get tagged on their way back from jail, they go
Yeah.
straight back to jail. And you can also go around and steal the opponent's flag, but there's a person who guards the
Yeah.
flag.
And
So it's a
we
whole thing.
and
That's
we
pretty cool,
and I
yeah.
did introduce an old Cowermanton rack staple from when I was counselor my second year there, many moons ago. We called it Warzone Dodgeball. And what we did is that we were at HCS, so I set up the mats at HCS,
Yeah.
and then I put like a wall, like you know, in Call of Duty where you can peek behind walls. I put like a wall in the middle so they can like peek behind and just throw it. And like they had like trenches they could hide behind. And the funnest part of that was they all loved it too.
Yeah.
And then at every once in a while we'd yell grenade, we'd throw it, and they had 5 seconds to all like get down.
And move out of the way.
Yeah, like get down and like duck. And they're like, what if it's right next to you? I'm like, as long as you duck down, you're good. Even though in reality that's not true.
Yeah,
But
you gotta move.
yeah, like, and also like the walls. If the wall fell down with enough balls hitting it, of the Gatorkin balls, they lose that wall, so they
Yeah.
lose a wall.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah.
The kids,
That seems like a blast.
Honestly, yeah.
the
I
kids
have fun doing
loved
that.
it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, with the red and yellow, I had to change the name because I don't want them to go home saying, "We played a game called Warzone Dodgeball and there was grenades."
There was grenades.
What kind of camp did I send my kid to?
Yeah. Harlington.
Donnie's Harlington Rec.
Yep. The most fun, honestly.
And week 4, I'm excited. We have Color War for the first time ever in camp history, where we're gonna split the kids up into teams, and they're gonna compete, and we're having a color run.
Okay.
We're gonna get like the powdered paint. We're gonna
That's
hit
awesome.
like we are all full blown, and I gotta. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta give her all this stuff, equipment we need. But yeah, no. Well, any games you remember as a kid that would be good?
I mean, you pretty much listed like all the games that you guys are doing for camp. I mean, I'm also a lot older too, so my memory is starting to fade away of when I was a kid. and all
Okay,
that stuff.
we understand you're 30.
No, I loved like capture the flag. I loved playing kickball. I loved badminton. Those were like the games that I loved to play like when I was a kid. But I want to be a camper. That sounds like fun, honestly.
What the thing is with all the years I've been doing it, I know what works, I know what doesn't work, and like all the kids are like, oh, dodgeball again, and then I literally made it down like, this is the best dodgeball. Can we play this more? I said we're probably gonna be HCS kids, so it's probably gonna happen again.
Yeah.
And so it was definitely exciting for them and fun. I'm gonna do a camp wide version of that at some point with all the groups together. And it's gonna be, I think that's gonna be a blast. And they love facing the counselors. They love beating up the counselors.
Yeah. All kids do.
It's like, God dang it. When I was playing soccer, it was like, you've been to Harlington Fields before.
Yeah.
Especially that main soccer field. I was on that goal. I was on that side, the other goal. I booked it down the field to save the ball in like 5 seconds, not even.
That's a big field.
Zoomed. And then after, I was like, oh God.
You're like, why did I do that? My arm, it's going numb.
Yeah, but I think that is all we have today, Randy. We hope you're willing to come back on again. I
Yeah,
think
of course.
we'll talk more about how we grew up next time.
Yeah, it'll be more of like a personal thing
Yeah.
next time.
I think today was just fun, kind of be able to shoot the shit with everyone.
Oh, yeah.
That's usually what we do with guests sometimes.
Yeah, but I think next time we'll go into more, if he does decide to come back, we'll go on to more like
I'll
our
be back.
growing
You'll be
up.
back. You'll be back.
I'll be
Great.
back.
Yeah, like how we grew up, and you'll get a little more insight of our lives to this point. and why we like to self-medicate.
Oh, yeah.
Self-medication, amen. All right, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Hope you have a splendid weekend. Camp counselors, if any of you are listening to this, good luck.
Thank you again for having me.
Oh, of course, it's been a pleasure, Randy.
Perfect
Glad you
timing.
were able to come on. Anyway, follow us on our social media. You can follow us now on YouTube. Now, post videos of our weekly shows. Follow us on Instagram, X. Thank you all for listening. See you next week.